In this video we'll be visiting Vietnam, first stop Hoi An, with its extremely popular old town that dates back as much as 450 years and more. We'll be spending a night in a palatial hotel fit for kings at an unbelievable price, and you'll see amazing panoramic views of the city, eat at the best Vietnamese and Western restaurants, and not only enjoy the old town in the beautifully clear daylight, but by night when it's lit up like a Christmas tree. Exciting, vibrant and teeming with life. Oh yeah, and I'll tell you how easy it is to become a millionaire in Vietnam. We're in Da Nang now on our way to Hoi An. Travelling at a steady 60 kilometers an hour on almost very straight roads. Quite surprised, the roads are quite wide. It took us about 1 hour and 15 minutes to get to Hoi An from Da Nang Airport on mostly clear, straight, well-kept roads. But I'll show you just a few of the edited highlights to get you a little bit acclimatised. Now, you probably know Vietnam's a communist country, so I wasn't expecting the hotel to be great. So imagine my surprise when we arrived and I had a look around. To say it was the height of luxury is an understatement. It was nothing less than opulent grandeur. And, as I was soon to find out, Vietnam may be a communist country by name, but it's very obviously capitalist by nature, and right now it's got the fastest growing economy in the world. And despite its old world, probably French influenced design, the Hotel Royal was only opened in 2015. And I was certainly impressed, especially when I found out how much a one-night stay actually costs. But before I tell you that, let me show you what the first floor has to offer, and then I'll show you our room. Oh, it's you.
Beautiful.
All that and much more, which I'll show you later, comes to the staggering price of 6,000 baht for a one-night stay with breakfast. That's 180 US dollars, 159 euro at present rates. Once we'd settled in, we decided to get a pedal bike, which the hotel provides for free, and cycle into the nearby old town to get some lunch. But although we made a brave attempt to do just that, we soon found out that the bikes had no stabilisers in the handlebars, and for the next 30 minutes we risked life and limb attempting to find the restaurant we'd booked, only to end up walking back, unceremoniously dumping the bike at the hotel and getting one of these vehicles, which are the preferred mode of transport for getting around Hoi An, and will only cost you around 60 baht for a 5-minute journey. Home Hoi An Vietnamese restaurant opened in 2015 looked really inviting from the outside, and we were welcomed in to experience the elegant dining space and savour their diverse menu featuring Hoi An specialities and Vietnamese cuisine. The staff were very helpful and friendly with genuine smiles, and their English was pretty good too. Something we found to be a common trait with most of the Vietnamese people we met. That's banana.
Banana flower.
Oh. The food was well presented, tasty and different. The squid rings with butter sauce were admittedly a bit chewy, but the sea bass was crispy on the outside, soft and fluffy on the inside with a delicate taste of the sea. and complemented by the salad wrapped in rice paper and prepared for us by the waitress. If you go to Hoi An, I can definitely recommend this restaurant. After lunch we were eager to get to the heart of the old town, which was just around the corner and across the river, and more by luck than good judgment, our first view of it was its most famous attraction, the 450-year-old Japanese bridge, considered one of the most attractive cultural destinations in Vietnam. Why is it called the Japanese Bridge? Well, I'll tell you. It was mainly constructed by Japanese people, so I guess that makes sense. The bridge is 18 metres long and links the Chinese quarter on the eastern side to the Japanese quarter on the western side. There's a shrine in the middle of the bridge which, unlike most temples, doesn't worship the Buddha, but venerates the northern deity Tran Vo Bac Di, the god of wealth, health and happiness. All worth a bit of venerating if you ask me. Now you have to pay to get into the shrine, and there's a bit behind the shrine which you can't see from the outside. So I'll show you that later, and I'll tell you how to get into the shrine for free. Keep watching.
Looks a bit fishy.
Hoi An Old Town is an exceptionally well-preserved example of a Southeast Asian trading port dating back to the 15th century. The town is located in Vietnam's central Quang Nam province and reflects a fusion of indigenous and foreign cultures, principally Chinese and Japanese with later European influences. Which have combined to produce this unique World Heritage Site. We'd had fun strolling around the streets of the old town, but it was time to have some well-earned refreshments in the rooftop bar back at our hotel. And though we didn't know it at the time, the Royal Hotel has the highest vantage point in Hoi An, which afforded us a fantastic panoramic view with a welcome breeze and a nice glass of craft beer. So we made up our minds to go back later to watch the evening approach, purely for the view, you understand, not because it was happy hour. You think? Fortified with a few drinky poos, we set off to get the cab we'd booked to go to the old town, but he didn't show up, so we walked, which is just as well, as the old town is only for pedestrians, cyclists and rickshaws, though I didn't see anyone in a rickshaw, so the cab would have only been able to take us round a corner anyway. We'd booked a table at an Italian restaurant in the old town for 7:15 and had plenty of time to get there, so we sauntered along filming as we went, and though there were quite a few people around, there was plenty of room for us to walk, but we'd been lulled into a false sense of security. Then, as we got nearer to the Japanese bridge, the crowd swelled so much we could hardly move forward at times. We were like ants on jam, and though I tried hard to capture the old town in all its luminescent glory, I'd have had a better chance filming Mickey Mouse and the Monkey King. We finally arrived at the Italian restaurant we booked, called Lima, 30 minutes late. It was a beautifully decked out old wooden building that even had a fully grown tree in the back of the room. We ordered wine and
Iberico pork cutlet, Australian Wagyu with gorgonzola sauce on the side, focaccia bread as an appetizer, and happy birthday cake.
Yes.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
As you may have noticed, around about 7 o'clock when we were here, it was just heaving with people. And we had dinner, which was very nice, at the Italian restaurant called Lim. Now we're walking down the road. It's about 9:15, 9:30 in the evening, and 70% of the people are gone. Maybe they're eating somewhere or whatever, but I doubt it. It's getting quieter now, which we like. So if you're down here and it's a lot of tourists, I'd suggest you get here about 9 o'clock. You can see where you're going. All I could see before was just heads and heads. Now, if you've been waiting to find out how to become an instant millionaire in Vietnam and how to get into some of the places you have to pay for free, then stick around. I'll be telling you very soon. But first, let's take a closer look at the Japanese bridge, what's in that secret passage behind the shrine, and have a better look down the streets of the old town. So what's behind that shrine? I'll show you.
Well, this is exciting.
Absolutely nothing. Fortunately, I didn't have to pay to find that out because no one was there to collect an entrance fee. The street at the side of the bridge is much more enjoyable at night with very few tourists around after 9:30, so we could soak up the atmosphere and enjoy unhindered views.
Past 9 at night, no charge, no one here.
Walking back from the old town probably took about 35 minutes. Nightcap, white wine, Long Island Sea, and nuts. And that's our complimentary drink, by the way. We're not paying for it. Breakfast the next morning had a large selection of Western and Asian food with some very tasty Vietnamese dishes. Other than that, it was what you'd expect from a 5-star hotel buffet breakfast, which is included in the price and came to 4,656,682 Vietnamese dong, which is a staggering 6,000 Thai baht, $179 or 157 euro. So how do you become a millionaire in Vietnam? Just change your cash to Vietnamese dong and on paper you'll have millions to spend. So that's it from me. We enjoyed our stay in Hoi An and I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks so much for watching. Next stop, the magical Banner Hills west of Da Nang, Vietnam. See you there. Bye for now.